To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
What is it about Disney that makes us happy? Is it the magical whistle as your ticket is scanned at the main gate? Is it the seafaring smell of pirate water? Or is it charting a course to a land where you may never grow up? Whether it's singing a familiar song, watching a movie, or riding your favorite attraction for the 100th time, Disney undeniably has a way to warm our hearts, believe in magic, and bring joy into our lives. This is Main Gate Magic, a podcast where we break down and discuss the infectious happiness, delight, and thrill of all things Disney.
And beyond!
What's up, everybody? Good evening, and welcome to another wonderful, fun-filled, magical episode of Main Gate Magic. We are pleased as punch, folks, to have a wonderfully talented voice phenomenon from the fifth dimension, that is, Mr. Mark Silverman. Everybody give a nice big round of applause for Mark. Thank you for being on the show, Mark. Really appreciate you being here. Applause, 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 and scene. Okay. How you doing?
I'm good. I always like doing these things, and
we're already into the Twilight Zone.
What's that? Oh, yes. Always already in the Twilight Zone. Definitely. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the questions now. If you guys are actually in the chat, you're watching the show, feel free to say hello, ask a question. We're going to talk about Mark, all about his lifestyle, his upbringing, his career as a voice actor, and beyond. So, Mark, where are you from, and how did you actually get to be where you are today?
I'm in Los Angeles, and I always loved voices and movies and TV shows. You know, my dad was a movie producer, so I come from like a showbiz family, and everybody in my house as a kid was an actor or a director or something. And that was great. And I became obsessed with tape recorders and Disneyland and the Twilight Zone. And I wanted to sound like anything that was on TV that I liked. Like, I'd walk around my house going, "The Wonderful World of Disney," or "Leave It to Beaver." Or, "Would you believe I'm Maxwell's small 1886 of control?"
Oh, nice. Get smart.
I love that.
That was my first impression. And I would constantly record myself, or go to, a lot of my time was spent on the movie sets of some of my father's movies, and that was great. So I always had an idea that I was going to do something in the entertainment world.
Well, let's talk about your father. Like you said, you were on some sets. So what did your father do, and what kind of sets are we talking about here?
My father in the 70s produced a movie called Lifeguard, which starred Sam Elliott, if you know who that is, in his first.
I love Sam Elliott.
Yeah, this was his first big role, if you don't count Frogs, which was a horror movie a few years before that. But Sam Elliott plays a lifeguard reaching that age where everybody keeps saying, "What are you going to do with you? You're going to get a real job someday?" And it really bothers him because he loves being a lifeguard. But this is the only movie in motion picture history where you can see my entire family in our bathing suits.
Valid.
Yep. But the crowning achievement of my father's career was getting Robert Redford to say yes to a script that my father was so in love with. And the movie came out in 1980. It was an Oscar-nominated hit called Brubaker. And it's a wonderful movie. If you haven't all seen it, I hope you could see it eventually. It was Morgan Freeman's first movie.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. I figured he'd been doing films even earlier than that for some reason.
Yeah, well, Brubaker was his first line, his first time he spoke in a movie.
Wow.
But then in 1981, I lived in London because my dad was making a fantasy movie. It was like the second movie of Liam Neeson, and it came out and bombed in the summer of '83, but now has this enormous cult following. And the movie was called Crow.
Oh my God, I love Crawl.
Do you?
Absolute. The glaive is like one of
Yeah.
my favorite weapons in sci-fi fantasy lore completely.
Yes.
Next to
That
all
was
the
a-
different swords and everything, that one is the best. It's like a boomerang, but it has like all these blades and it spins and it comes back. It's so cool.
Yeah. It's a that was a
Sorry,
great
nerd
part
moment.
of my life, and that was very neat. But and I always liked doing voices, and you know, my main thing was, if you like, the young viewing audience today might not even know what this is. This is called a set. This is a thing. And I used to go to Disneyland as a kid when I was in my teens, and I would record the rides. This is the 70s.
Really?
And people, what I find so interesting today is they'll lounge around listening to the Pirates of the Caribbean cue music. I was 17 recording the rides, and people would say to me, they go, this guy, Mark, he actually records Pirates of the Caribbean and listens to it in his room. Like, people thought that was so weird. And now the millions of people that seem to do that, but this was with a tape recorder. And I knew every voice of every ride, everything. And that's why, a breathtaking bobsled ride down the icy slopes of the majestic Matterhorn. I loved how Jack Wagner did those voices. Welcome to Disneyland. Someday the People Mover may be carrying you through stores and shopping malls in your own community. So I was Disneyland and the voices, and then to become the voice of a ride was too weird. It just seemed like it was meant to be.
I would love to be the voice of a ride, though. That would be amazing. What an honor that would be.
Yeah, that
To
would
be in the
awesome.
brains of that ride operator that has to sit there and hear my voice day after
Right.
day after day.
They hear it every day.
Right.
And I went to the grand opening of Tower of Terror with my tape recorder, and I said, I'm going to be recording my own voice. This is crazy. It was actually like my own Twilight Zone episode. I just couldn't believe that had happened.
Magical. I love it. So walk us through that. So just for those who don't know, who haven't been watching our social media posts and don't know what Mark has done, he is the voice of Rod Serling from the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror rides. Now, we obviously know that the one at California Adventure has been replaced by Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, but the Hollywood Studios park version is still there. And as we were talking pre-show, is still a very big icon in the park. So walk us through that, Mark. How did you get the role as Rod?
Well, I got a call from my friend Sam Quasman, who I think was on your show.
He has been on our show, Mr. Donald Duck himself.
Wow.
Yeah, he called me in 1993, and he says, my agent's looking for a Rod Serling voice for a new Disney ride. And I couldn't figure that out. I said, how does a Disney ride in Twilight Zone come? I didn't understand. But my own agent didn't even call me for it. So I went to his agent. It was on Sunset Boulevard. And I just read it into a tape recorder. It was this woman. It was like her first week as an agent. And I read the lines and I went home. And it's so competitive, this business. So I never leave an audition thinking, wow, I got it. But about 2 weeks later, this woman called. I know exactly what she said because I still have the tape from my answer message. She goes, hi, Mark. Remember that Rod Serling thing you came in on? Well, it didn't die, and they want to see you at Walt Disney Imagineering on Tuesday. I said, now, I couldn't believe I was going to get to go to Imagineering. I mean, that was like more exciting than the audition. So I got to go into Imagineering and do the same audition. And then a couple days later, the casting woman called me and said, there's like 100 people and you're right in like the top 20. They really like you. They want you to come back for another audition. And then this casting woman would call me, say, it's down to like 9 and you're right at the top. It was incredible. And then there was one last audition and I went to that and I was at a big stage at Imagineering. And I did it. And they told me right after the audition that I got it. And it was incredible for me.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad that you got it too, because you were the perfect. I honestly didn't even know that it was somebody else doing I thought it was some kind of computer generated stuff. I mean, but back then it wasn't as advanced.
Right.
Later we learned that it was actually Rod Serling, the character there, but they did the Forrest Gump thing, I think, over his mouth, where they just sort of animated his mouth to the words that you're saying.
They didn't actually animate his mouth. I'm just saying exactly what he's saying. But the editing is so good that you think he's talking about the Tower of Terror.
Oh, from the cutscenes and everything. So you talk about the ride on the cutscenes then.
Right.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow, brilliant. I love that. Okay, well, more questions, obviously, but I am going to go to our audience. We have a few people that are actually asking some questions. So Patricia's in the house. She's a longtime listener. Says that, hey, everyone, love the Twilight Zone. And Mark, do you have a favorite episode?
Yes. I have so many favorite episodes. I love the Robert Redford episode. The Robert Redford episode is great. He plays Mr. Death, and he has like a one-act thing with this old lady she's in fear of dying, but he's the angel that's going to bring her over. And it's a beautiful episode. I love Stopover in a Quiet Town, where the two people, they have no idea where they are. They're in this completely vacant city, and all they hear is a kid laughing. And then at the end, you find out why they heard a kid laughing. That's one of my favorites. I love so many of them. It's just been my favorite show since I was a little boy. So getting to do a Disney ride based on my favorite show was very special, as you can see.
That's great. And Aunt Lynn is in the house. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Lynn is asking any acting or voices in college.
What do you mean? Did I do voices in college? Like in my classes?
Let's just answer that the best we can. Did you do any acting or voices while you were in college, I guess? I don't know. Let's just try with that.
I didn't. In the college that I went to, I took typing and a few other things. but I still did voices all the time. I mean, yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. And she also says, in general, how long is an average contract? This is an interesting question.
I don't know what that means exactly.
Me neither.
No clue.
I mean, how long
you might
does
have
it
to
take
elaborate.
How long does it take me to fill it out?
Yeah, I don't know.
It depends on how many pages, I guess, right? Well, let's just say, like, when you obviously signed a contract to do this particular role from start to finish, how long did that particularly take? I know it's not a huge amount of words for this particular one, but was it like a one and done?
I cannot stand filling out paperwork, and there's always needs to be somebody telling me exactly where to sign. It confuses me. So I'm sure that one took about 20 minutes with somebody having to highlight every single area where I sign.
Oh, what I meant was the contract itself, though, like the actual work on the contract. So you sign the contract, you go do the job, you voice, the production's done. Bye, Mark. Have a nice day. We'll call you if we need you again. How long was that process for this whole Twilight Zone Tower of Terror thing?
The whole audition took a few hours, and then that was it for the recording. Now, the actual recording, I did it, and then this was 1993, and then like 6 months after that, there was a big promotion thing at Walt Disney Studios, and I narrated more Rod Serling dialogue for that. Now, it had been 6 months later, so I had more time to practice, and they called back from Imagineering. They said, why don't you do the whole ride again, because you're even better at it than when you did it the first time. So I went back and did it again, and that's what's in the ride all this time.
That's awesome.
Okay, wow.
Leah, you had a question?
Oh, Leah, I think you're
Leah,
muted.
I think you're muted.
Oops.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we got you now.
Yes. Before my question, Mark, I just wanted to say one of my favorite movies is An Unfinished Life, and it's with Robert Redford and Morgan Freeman. I had no idea that they starred in a movie together beforehand.
Yeah, they actually when Redford died last year, Morgan Freeman mentioned how he met him on Brubaker.
Oh,
And so it was very moving for me to read that because Redford is a very special person in our family. So that was very, very heavy. But I'm glad you pointed that out, though.
oh, it's a beautiful movie. I get that. Like Robert Redford, Jeremiah Johnson, that's another favorite. Oh, he's just such a one of a kind human. But
Well, you got to see Brubaker now.
I'm going to. I'm adding it to my list. Thank you for that.
The LA Times called Brubaker the best work of Redford's career, which was incredibly exciting.
Wow.
You know, the day the reviews would come out would be such an exciting thing in our family. So to read that about Robert Redford, it was a very big thing.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's added to our lists.
Okay.
My question, Mark, is when you heard that there was an audition for Rod Serling's voice, were you able to automatically kind of like mimic his voice, or did you have to go through a technique of like watching the show, pausing, going back, and did it take a while if you did?
Well, I knew I knew Twilight Zone so well, and what was really good is my dad had a voice like me. You know, there was a lot of resin to it. It was deep and all, so it wasn't that hard to get into it. But after they told me how good it was, and there was going to be an audition at Imagineering, I knew that I must have been, really good at this. So I would watch Twilight Zone constantly to practice before the next audition. And I had a book with all the Rod Serling monologues from every episode. And I would find out what episode was going to be on that night on Channel 5 in LA. And I would read it with Rod Serling from the book. So it was like he was mentoring me. I really took this thing seriously.
That's amazing.
KTLA, Channel 5. I grew up in Southern California, so I'm very familiar.
Wait, how old are you?
I just turned 55.
Okay, if you grew up in LA and you like Channel 5, you might be a few years younger than me where it wouldn't work. Do you know the movie War of the Gargantuas?
No, I don't.
Okay, then if you were, I'm 62. So anybody that grew up in LA that was a kid, that movie was on 5 nights a week on the Channel 5 movie theater.
Huh.
Was it on late? Because I didn't get to stay up very
No,
late.
it was on prime time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
never
That was a
mind. I had no
great thing.
excuses.
KTLA would show the same monster movie 5 nights a week at prime time. So every kid would watch the same Godzilla movie Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was great.
I was watching Godzilla. Maybe I did see it. I don't know. I'm just not remembering the title, but it was that and like the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad and all the monster movies that I used to watch too.
Well, yeah, Channel 5 was the best monster movie station.
Oh, absolutely. Good cartoon station too. Tom Hatton. I really liked his show with the
I liked
Popeye
him
and
too.
everything. Yeah.
You don't see that anymore. You rarely see a guy sitting by a projector in a little living room watching. It's such a gone era.
And drawing and animating the characters too. He used to draw Popeye and Sweet Pea and Olive Oil while he's talking about the show.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
It's
Definite happy childhood memory. Steve is in the house and he is asking, he's saying, "Hey gang," first of all, and then he says, "How many voices?"
That's true too. So if you ever see Carlito's Way, which is a great Al Pacino live action one.
Okay, live
live
action.
action.
Oh, then never mind. I'm not
Okay.
thinking of the right one.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I can't.
Let us
I
have
can't
it, Mark.
The Happiest Millionaire.
Oh, wait, I saw that. Oh, I literally watched that. Oh my god.
So this is a great
Oh
story
yeah,
here.
that's a good trivia.
When I was a kid, I watched My Three Sons a lot.
Okay.
And I knew how to sound like Fred McMurray. Chip, Robbie, and her Uncle Charlie. He had a very breathy kind of a voice. He always sounded to be fun.
There would never be any call for this, I knew.
But I would do it all the time just to annoy my friend.
So, in 1997, I got a call from my agent saying, they're looking for a Fred McMurray voice because they're restoring The Happiest Millionaire. And there's one scene they're putting back in the movie they found in the Disney vault that had no audio track. So they had to revoice the three people in the scene, which were Greer Garson, Tommy Steele, and Fred McMurray. So I went into audition, and it's the one audition I've ever had in my life where I knew I was going to get the job, because I knew there was nobody, no kid as weird as me walking around at 10 years old with Chip Robbie, you know. So I did the audition, and then like 2 days later in the morning, I'm just lying there in bed and the phone rings at 9 o'clock, and I knew what it was going to be. And I pick it up, I say hello, and they say they want you at Disney to be the voice of Fred McMurray. So I got to go in and do that, because the most important thing was the Sherman brothers wrote the songs, and they wanted to put a song back in the movie, but they couldn't put that scene where he sings the song in without the scene that it's included in. They couldn't just cut to Fred McMurray singing, you know. So they had the audio track from the song already with Fred McMurray singing. So I went in and did that, and then they had a big screening at Disney for the restored version of The Happiest Millionaire. And it was so crowded, and I sat in my seat so nervous that my voice was going to stand out and it wasn't going to work. But it worked so well that, as I say, no one knew I did anything, which was the whole point.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love that story, though. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a really great story.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic voice.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
so
that's
interesting.
one of my favorite things.
And I still talk like Fred McMurray anytime I want, you know.
And it really worked. I've never heard anybody else do a Fred McMurray impression. So you know what that shows you? Anything that you do, a talent or anything that you think no one's going to want, you never know when that might come up and someone's going to need that.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, true. That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, several of us do voice acting stuff, or at least we try. And there's certain times where I start doing something that I'm intending to do, and I start sounding like something else, and I'm like, I had no idea that lived in me.
Yeah.
And then now I can't stop it, and I can't unhear it, and I just try to hold on to it because I don't want to forget that I can do that later on.
That can happen too.
Yeah, it can. Definitely can.
Yep.
Okay, so we talked about Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. We've talked about you voicing Rod Serling. We've talked about the process that they used in order to get him on screen to make all the magic happen. Let's talk about you actually visiting the ride for the very, very first time. What was that like? Because you said you brought your recorder and it was like you're recording yourself, but I want to hear about that experience.
It was, to say it was surreal, as all the celebrities always say, doesn't even address it. Because if I had nothing to do with the ride and I was going to an opening night of a new Twilight Zone Disney ride, that alone would have been incredible. But the fact that I was the voice of Rod Serling, it sent it into a whole other dimension. I was like, the whole thing was like a dream. I stayed at the All-Star Sports Resort, which was the first year that was open.
All right.
And we took a bus to Disney MGM Studios, and there was a huge event. It was like a world premiere, you know, because there were celebrities and there were press from all over the world. And Carol Serling was there, Rod's wife.
Wow.
And she made the final call on the audition. She says, I'll take Mark Silverman, you know. So she was there, and we're eating our Cobb salads from the Brown Derby.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me.
It could not have been better, this whole event. And then they had a stage play just about the Tower of Terror with a whole Broadway kind of musical. And then fireworks shot off all over the place. And then I'll never forget, the announcer goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Sunset Boulevard and the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror are now officially open." And I just thought, oh my God. And I took my tape recorder and I walked into this huge line. And then when I finally got into the ride and saw how beautiful that lobby was, it was one of the most emotional experiences of my life.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I could not believe that I was part of this. It was overwhelming to me. And I really thought I was going to faint because I was getting dizzy. It was too much for me. And then when I got into the library and heard my voice for the first time, it was just an incredible experience. And then getting on the ride vehicle and hearing it there was just, I said, I can't believe this is happening, you know. And I just kept going on it like 3 or 4 times that night. But then I kept going back the next day and going on it again and again, you know.
That's a ride that I can definitely repeat over and over again, no doubt.
Yeah.
And the Florida one, the drop profile is randomized. So you never really know what's going to happen. And that adds so much to it because you can't brace yourself at the moment you know you're going to drop because you might shoot straight up. And if you think you're going to shoot straight up, you drop. So it adds so much to it.
Yeah, and that's interesting too, because I remember we were talking a little bit before the show started, and I said that I was watching that Behind the Attraction show on Disney Plus because I wanted to see if they actually mentioned you as the voice of Rod Serling, and unfortunately they said, oh, that we hired this really talented voice actor, but didn't mention his name. I was like, come on, you guys, he's
So
going to be on
close.
my show. Right. But what I thought was interesting about that show is you don't get dropped per se. And I had to watch the show to remember this. The Imagineers actually needed to find a way where they could bring you down faster than gravity. So you are actually getting pulled down every time you go down the shaft and pulled back up. It's never a free fall per se.
Right.
And I think that's amazing. And it kind of adds to that excitement and that weightlessness feel you get, which is what I really love.
That's why they say in all the promos, you know, like in the in-room video at Disney World, you go like, drop faster than gravity in the all-new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Ryan, you had a question. Go for it.
So you mentioned that you had voiced obviously these people that you had watched throughout your life. Is there anybody that you haven't done that you would like to do?
Good question.
Well, let's see. Yes. I would love there to be a Don Adams thing. If you know, Don Adams was Maxwell Smart and Tennessee Tuxedo, because it really was my first impression. Do you remember Tennessee Tuxedo? He was a penguin, and he would always he'd always say, "Phineas J. won't be all the greatest. Come on, Chumley." And I would spend days. I think when I was 12. 40% of everything I said was in the voice of Don Adams and Maxwell Smart. I still watch it. It's on at 10:30 every night on Catchy TV. There's so many retro stations now. Catchy TV. So I would love somehow to get to narrate something as Maxwell Smart, Agent 86. He also did Go Gadget Lex.
I was going to say, would you settle for Go Gadget?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Mark,
wonderful.
you are such a delight. I can't stop smiling.
Me too. It's going to hurt at the end of the day.
Yeah, you are just such a we're all into this stuff.
Thank you.
Ryan always complains. She's the one on our show that's always saying, like, at the end of every show, my cheeks are always hurting. We have such a good time.
I'm even drinking out of my Tower Terror mug, see?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
He
Oh,
came
is that
prepared.
that kind of looks like the Starbucks one, isn't it?
It is.
Or...
Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that.
Mark, in case you haven't guessed, we have some ultra Disneyland, Disney fans in this room. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Look at this
And
great
then
thing. Look at this. This is an ornament.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let's actually expand that a little bit so people can see. Oh, my gosh.
That is
That's
incredible.
Very detailed.
That's
Little
awesome.
Oh, it's got
Oh,
the
it's got a
roots on the
cutaway in the
backside.
back. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Look at this weird thing
I
I
love
found on
that.
Amazon. A little
Is that a
Tower
that's like
Terror
a
doll.
pillow?
it's a very cute
so
hotel where people get murdered
Right.
by the elements, but they're very
I
cute.
just want to grab it and squish it and love it and hug with it.
It's awful. Yeah, you're right. It's awful cute for what happens.
I know.
That is actually really
And I was
cute.
gonna say, Jason, if you're gonna squeeze it, you're gonna more lives are gonna be at stake. Okay,
Yeah,
we
they'll be
don't need
fine.
another repeat of Halloween 1939. Okay,
They'll be fine.
will they?
Nice dormy neck. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to call on one audience member with a question, and then Thomas is going to be up next. Patricia first says, cool ornament. I agree. I think we all agreed on that one.
Oh, yes.
And she's also wanting to know, have you ever pranked anyone with a voice? Be honest. I saw that smile. I know that look. I know that look.
Yeah.
Is that right? I once called Mike Tyson a Sylvester Stallone. It said, yo, how you doing?
I did. That's on YouTube somewhere.
No way, really?
Oh, wow.
I was working at K-Rock Radio in Los Angeles. And it was fight day with Mike Tyson fighting Larry Holmes. Nobody could get through to him. So I called up and I said,
yeah, I'd like to talk to Mike Tyson, please.
They said, who's calling?
Well, it's just me, Sylvester Stallone.
And they brought Mike to the phone. He goes, hello?
Go, hey, Mike, how you doing? He goes,
oh, I'm doing okay, Sly.
I said, yeah, I hope you do great tonight. Watch Larry's right. He's pretty tough. You know what I mean?
And he goes, I'll be okay. And we talked for like 3 minutes, and it made the papers. It was quite exciting.
I can imagine.
So my fingers had to go to YouTube while you were telling the story. I actually found it. Is it clean? Can I play it on the show?
Yeah, it's clean. What's really great is how excited the hotel operator gets. This is over 30 years ago.
Sylvester Stallone.
Okay. We're going to take a couple of minutes. I'm going to share my screen and we will watch it together if that's cool. Because I got to hear this. It's got to be shared, right? It's already out there, but I mean, we have to. It's like, I can't not do it now.
Wow.
We have to be crazy. What we're going to do. Try something absolutely crazy and call the undisputed, unified world heavyweight champion,
Mike Tyson. And he's fighting Larry Holmes tonight in Atlantic City for the world title. Everybody knows it's going to be on HBO.
And both Jim and I agree on this one. Quite often we disagree on this one. That's the understatement. Yeah, this one we concur on. And
because
before I continue, this is the right one, right? I didn't just find some like weird random.
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure before I continue.
What we're thinking, what would be the way you could get through to Mike Tyson on the day of the fight?
We've tried a few celebrities, and quite often you get blocked by the screeners, by the receptionists, by their bodyguards, by their secretaries.
Yeah.
But there's like a way that you could get through. For example, if you're going to call like Magic Johnson or Kareem, there's one person who could always get through.
Jack Nicholson.
So we figured, who could get through to Mike Tyson? And all of a sudden our eyes wandered on our K-Rock voice specialist, Mark Silverman.
I'm very nervous about this too.
Mark, we'll never get through with that
Tell
voice
us.
Others ask for Mike like this. How you doing?
All right.
Is that our secret weapon? You as Sylvester Stallone?
I'm very nervous about this. Do you really think we should do this?
Yeah.
I'm going to call Las Vegas right now.
Mark, you better do your best Stallone of all time.
I love that you can hear the dialing. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning,
Yes, how you doing? I'd like to speak to Mike Tyson, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Who is it, please?
It's just an old friend of his, Sylvester. Well, let's not make that big of a deal about it, okay?
I don't say anything.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
This is priceless.
I bet she told that story for years.
Probably.
Hello? Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Who's this?
Oh, this is Sylvester Stallone. I mean, I wanted to congratulate the champ before the fight, not that you need any luck.
Hey, thank you very much, Sly.
I think you're incredible. You really are. I mean, I think you're like the most amazing fighter to hit the ring since Rocky Balboa, you know?
I think you made Mike blush.
So what round do you think you're going to knock Larry out?
Hey, I don't know. I'm just going to win.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna win.
You're doing a lot for the public. I mean, I think you're going to be amazing. And you deserve everything you're getting.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I love your style. Watch Larry's right, okay?
All right, I'll be okay, Sly.
Okay, thanks a lot. See you later, you know?
Take it easy, my friend.
Okay, good luck. See you.
Huh.
Celebrity voice impersonated.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Holy.
I absolutely love the disclaimer at the very end. Everybody give a round of applause for Mark. That was incredible. I love that. That was phenomenal.
Thank you.
One of the best moments on the show, hands down. That was so fun to listen to.
So good.
But I think now, you sounded great back then, but that was a young Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
And of course, we know Sly
was...
now as he sounds, but you sound like him now too.
Right. That's right. That was like 35 years ago.
Wow. Oh my God.
Wow.
Just to turn around the corner. He's got there's a movie coming out about him pretty soon.
Yes.
I play Rocky, I think is what it's called.
I play Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks really good.
When I was 12, my dad took me to the first big screening of Rocky months before the movie came out. It was like Hollywood history was made that night because nobody knew what this was or who he was. And then I walked out of that movie thinking, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. And I still think that.
It's
That's
one of my
awesome. It is a
husband's
great movie.
favorite movies. I
Absolutely.
told him, I was like, listen, babe, I'm not a big Rocky fan, but I will take you to see that movie for you.
That was so fun. Thomas, you had a question. Go for it.
Yeah, I was torn between a couple, but I was curious if you've ever done an audiobook, like narrated an audiobook or done characters.
I've done a few of them.
Like that.
I've done a few audiobooks.
Okay.
I'm not crazy about doing them though, but I can do it if it's short. Because the best thing about voiceover is, you can go in and read a few paragraphs and you're done, but a book, you got to just keep reading page after page. And if it's like 300 pages, it's so much.
And Leia, I've done a book, haven't I?
You have? I hired you.
Yeah,
I've
she
done
set
many
me up
audiobooks.
with my first
Really? You
one.
did?
I've done 3 so far, and they were all self-help books.
You did perfect, Jason.
The first one was a lot of fun.
20 children, teen ones.
Yeah, I need to do something with characters moving forward. But you're right, Mark. It is a lot. It's a lot of sitting down. I do not have the most comfortable seat in this booth, but it's a dedication. It's a lot of time, and you got to really make sure that you stay on top of your game too. Otherwise, you can end up running late really quick. Okay, I'm going to go to the chat because we have a new viewer, as far as I could tell, by the name of Blitz Wolf, and says, "Holy crap, borderline." For this show, but welcome, Blitz. And he says, "I know this guy. Do you know who Blitz Wolf is?"
Well, that's not
He's
his
saying-
name. Who is it?
I have no idea. That's his YouTube handle, so I'm really not sure. But he says you voiced the king in Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Snaps
Right.
from Ryan.
Yes.
I've
That's
seen
one of
that
my
before.
favorite Studio Ghibli movies.
Is it?
Oh god. Oh yes. That and Spirited Away and then Totoro.
Well, they did bring me in, and the casting director had used me as friend Owl for Bambi DVDs, but I'll explain that in a minute. But
I just watched your Instagram on that. It's so cool.
Oh yeah,
All right.
I love it. They brought me in for Howl's Moving Castle. It was all movie stars in this thing. It was Christian Bale, Billy Crystal, Lauren Bacall, all these people. And they brought me in because the lead character, played by Christian Bale, disguises himself as a king. And he has to come in talking like a king. And I thought, Christian Bale can't do that? I don't understand. He said, no, they wanted to be a different person because in the Japanese version, it was a different guy playing the king. So I got to go into the big Disney soundstage, and Pete Docter directed me, which was
no way.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was
Legend.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Legend.
So I got to do that, and my voice in that was sort of a combo of Gregory Peck and Charlton Heston. I was very arrogant.
A little Walter Cronkite too.
It was a fake king.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I had to sort of pretend he would be like a king like this, And it worked out so well. I was very happy with it. It was very exciting to do that.
That is so
But I also played a king in another Miyazaki movie called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. That was another one.
Right.
To be an old king. I got to be a king that's dying, and there's a flashback when he's young, so I got to play him in different ages, and that was good.
Oh,
All
wow.
I can picture Christian Bale as a king is, I'm the king. Where are the drugs at?
Where's the queen?
All I can hear is Batman whenever I hear his voice. I'm sorry. But I think College Humor, the guys at College Humor, and Pete Holmes ruined it for me. Yeah. Have you ever seen that, Mark?
No.
The sketch that Pete Holmes did for like Batman finds his voice.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Right.
we've talked about it on the show once
Right.
before. Mark, if you ever get a
funny.
chance to look it up on YouTube, it's hilarious. It
All
is
right.
really funny. It is really funny.
Such a good
It's really
time.
good.
So Blitz says, I know this guy as in I'm aware of him, and he says I didn't mean literally
Oh.
LOL. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense now. I get it. But thanks for clarifying, Blitz. Appreciate that.
Nice to
Um,
meet you, Blitzwolf. Keep tuning in for our episodes. We have lots of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely. And it says paired, so that means it's watching on somebody else's streaming here. So Ben, is that yours?
Oh, maybe me. Yeah, because I am broadcasting this on my Twitch and YouTube as well. So
Nice.
Go main game magic. All right.
yeah.
All right. So Mark, I have a question for you. And I think I may have talked to you about this when we first met at MouseCon we'll just say a few years ago, just to be fair.
All right.
You have the name King Kong, and you also have a King Kong poster in your background. What is your affinity for Kong in general? Do you have some kind of ties to the movie?
Yes, because it was my favorite movie as a little boy.
Yeah, that was it? Okay.
Yeah, that was it. I love King Kong so much. But when I was putting that name on Instagram, I didn't really understand Instagram, and I just put something I would remember. That's why I put it there. But I'm going to change that to my real name. But I do love King Kong. In fact, the original King Kong, when I was a little boy, I used to watch it on TV in the 70s, and this is the one from 1933, and he falls off the Empire State Building. So when I was 7, my mom took me to the top of the Empire State Building, and it was one of the most dramatic moments of my entire life. And that's all I could say about that. It was incredible.
That's all okay.
Honestly valid.
Was it like emotional for you to
Yes.
picture King Kong?
It was
okay.
so emotional because he died there. He fell off the building, and it was so I just can't. It was almost like a religious experience being up there.
Mm-hmm.
What was more religious, being on the top of the Empire State Building or seeing or listening to your voice on the Tower of Terror for the very
I
first
think
time?
both of them are in the same category. Like
Oh,
it
yeah?
was just as dramatic as it could possibly be. But
All
still,
right.
I think Tower of Terror opening night was the most incredible, crazy thing that I'll ever experience as far as a voice job.
Oh, for sure.
Now, we dove into your voice acting for Howl's Moving Castle and a few other things, obviously. Oh, I love you got the Kong there with the metal arm. I love it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have 2 Godzilla and King Kong obsessed children in my house. So
Oh,
Excellent.
nice.
Okay, fair enough.
he
That's the
wasn't
new
far.
Kong. Yeah,
He
that's
was
the
not
new
far.
Kong. Right.
Wait, since you're mentioning that, hold on, I'm going to get something.
Oh,
Don't go
dear.
away.
Oh, yay.
Hi,
Field trip.
here we go.
Yay, it's time for
Yay, show and tell.
everybody. I know.
Oh, I love show and tell.
I mean, if we're going to go there, let's go ahead. Yay! Oh, my God. There he is.
Ah,
That I
what's up?
recognize that Kong. That is from the 1980s.
They only made a handful of these in the 70s, and it was to promote the 1976 King Kong.
Oh,
And I
1976,
luckily was
right.
able to get one of these.
That one had
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges and remind me of the leading lady in
Jessica
that one. I
Lange.
forget. Thank you very much.
Jessica
Yes.
Lang. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
want
me
to hear
too.
a tie?
Yeah.
My great uncle Warwick, he painted the poster for that King Kong.
He did
Shut
what?
up.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wait, what did he do?
He painted the movie poster for that film.
Where Kong is on the World Trade Center?
Yeah, my great uncle Warwick, my
Oh, that's
brother.
Wow.
incredible. I have that poster hanging somewhere. I mean,
No
that's
way.
wonderful. Don't you have that poster? You should.
No, I don't. I should. I actually never had the pleasure of meeting him, but he lived in New York before he passed.
Did you ever see
Aw.
that? Did you ever see that version of Kong?
Long time ago when I was a kid, I liked it.
It is
It's
so
so sad.
sad.
It is sad.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
I know a girl that had to be carried out of the theater by her older brothers because she was so just crying so hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you can hear Kong. It's not just seeing him dying. You hear his heart like slow down at the very end, and it's loud. The
Oh.
vroom, vroom,
Yeah,
and it slows. and
I love that movie.
no,
Yeah.
not Kong. He's so misunderstood.
They kind of recreated that a little bit in like the newer ones.
The Peter Jackson version.
Yeah. Well,
Or are you talking about the Kongs with Godzilla thing?
yeah. Like
I know the Peter Jackson movie. I love that too, but I don't know the other ones. There's too many Kongs now.
There's a lot. You have like the I don't know if they're like you have the ones where they cross
like
over
Godzilla
with
X
Godzilla,
Kong,
yeah,
yeah.
and then you have like oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking of Godzilla. I don't
This
know
is
why
the
I was
one where they
thinking
go
Kong.
like into the inner part, the core of the Earth, and there's like a whole other planet where all these gigantic monsters
Hollow
live.
Earth.
and-
Yeah.
Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, then he adopts
Again,
like a little
my
brother.
kids are obsessed, so they're constantly on a loop in my house.
But
so.
Mecha Godzilla with Kong and regular Godzilla all together in one, that was pretty hardcore. I
That
have to
was
say.
awesome.
Indeed.
That was
They-
really
I think
cool.
they did that justice.
Yes.
Patricia says, everyone get one and have a King Kong Zoom meeting for 2 minutes. I wish I had a King Kong figurine.
I don't have anything like
I have a Rex. I have a
I can
Rex. that's it.
pretend this water bottle is Kong. And put some little arms on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, Mark. I think we've kind of jumped the rails here.
By the way, Mark, and I have like Jason and whoever else loves voiceover. I remember I like so resonate with the tape recorder. When I was little, even a teenager, I would sit by the radio because back in the day, you know, you couldn't just go to the internet and find a song. And I would religiously wait for a song I loved. I would record it. And after that, I would try to sing it perfectly. So it's the thing with the tape recorder. And I would carry it everywhere in town if I got inspired to do a voice.
Wow.
Valid.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's so good because cassettes were such a big part of my life. I'm glad that and you did it on a cassette.
Absolutely. I have it literally right over. I have relics of my 11-year-old self singing on
Oh,
those.
wow.
And doing voices.
Never lose those.
Never.
Never.
They're so special. I think it's a voiceover thing. When you love voiceover, you find a way to do it no
Right.
matter what.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are bringing back so many memories because I remember I actually had a portable reel-to-reel recorder. You actually had to feed the tape through the machine, and it actually had like a wire that went to the microphone and everything. It was at my grandmother's house. It might have belonged to her. I wish my dad was watching tonight, but he's not because he could actually remind me. I would sing songs and do lines from movies into that tape recorder and listen back. I remember this, but it was only when I was at my grandmother's house, so I think it only lived there.
Yeah. Now you can use your phone and record.
I know.
So easy.
It's way too easy now.
Yeah.
But I also used to hang out with my best friend Philip. We used to build Lego together, and he recorded the audio for Star Wars, all 3 movies, episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, yeah.
And we listened to them on tape. There they are.
Oh,
We listened to them as we were building Lego because he didn't have a VCR in his room that we could watch the movies back. So we just listened to them while we were building Lego, and we remembered every single line. It was so fun.
I know. Can you believe now a kid could just push some buttons and watch every Jurassic Park movie on his phone? What a different time it is now.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
We had to fight for I remember in 1999 there was a movie that came out and people bought movie theater tickets to go see it because the Star Wars Phantom Menace trailer was on there and people bought the tickets to go watch the trailer and then they bought it.
Yes.
I believe it.
I remember when going to the movies was actually all about seeing the trailers, but now everything's on YouTube and I just show up like a half an hour late and I'm on time
I was
for the
about
movie.
to say, like, I work in a movie theater and most people just like show up like right as the time starts. Because
Exactly.
well, no, that's not right. They show up like 30 minutes after time starts because they know like there's 30 minutes.
Why
of
are there so many? There's like 12 trailers now.
There is. It's
know.
trailers and advertising. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
What did I go see recently? Oh, I went to go see the new Spider-Man movie, and
Mhm.
I don't think it started for like the first 35 minutes at the actual show time it had.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
So, but I mean, hey, on the bright side, I could actually have my food delivered to my seat, so that was kind of cool, you know.
Lining.
A little late to the party, but Sparkin J said, "Whoa," and he says he's back. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but he's watching on Twitch. So anybody know who that is?
Yeah, I know who that is.
All right.
I think he's referring to me because
Gotcha.
before we started doing the podcast, I hadn't streamed in so long, so it's
I
probably
see.
what they're referring to.
Nice.
Yeah. Hi, Sparkin.
A resurgence.
Gary's in the house and he says hello. Gary, if you aren't familiar with Mark, Mark meet Gary, Gary meet Mark. Gary does a really great, I don't want to say impersonation, but he dresses and looks very much like Walt Disney, but he's done it in the Florida parks before. There's another guy by the name of Bill Burns that we had on here before that does the Disneyland parks. And, you know, he's another popular Disney lookalike. So he likes to watch our show and tune in.
It must be hot to wear a suit in Florida, though.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Gary, I don't know. Tell us how much. Do you still do that? I haven't talked to him about that in a while, but I'm curious to know if you still go to the parks and do that lately, and if you go during the summer or wait until the winter. All right. Well, I don't really see. Hold on one second. Give me one moment here to kind of catch up with everybody. Leia's got a question. Go for it.
Quick question for you, Mark. Outside of voice acting, what other hobbies do you have, or just daily things do you enjoy doing?
I like to draw. I'm a cartoonist, and I teach cartooning classes to kids.
What?
Cool.
I teach kids how to draw Godzilla and King Kong and all these things.
Nice.
And that's really fun. I haven't taught one in the last few months, but all last year I was doing it. And I love doing that. I love making monster models, watching TV,
creative stuff. Love
swimming, and going to Disneyland.
Yay!
Yep. Valid.
We will be
I'll
there,
be there
in
tomorrow.
October. Oh, shut up, Ryan. I don't like you no
Ryan.
more. Yeah.
Are all of you in LA or Florida? Or where are you?
We're all over the place.
We are.
Ryan,
We
where
are
are you
kind
at?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Ben,
Las Vegas.
I am in Louisiana, Baton Rouge specifically.
Leia.
I'm in central Wisconsin.
I told you we had somebody from the Midwest here.
Was
We
that
were
an
talking
accent?
about-
Was that an accent on purpose, or were you?
Oh, absolutely on purpose. This is the Midwestern accent. Very deeper.
That's great.
I think we need to do a show where we all talk like that. I think that would be wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, geez,
That'd be hard for me.
Thomas,
Accents are my blind spot.
I'm in LA.
LA, and I am in San Antonio, Texas. So we are all over
Now
the
you
place.
Yeah.
Yes, I am now. Mark, I used to live in California, but I moved out here in November, which is why I was able to come and visit and see you for the very first time. And I'm so glad that I did.
see.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are at the end of our hour. I don't see any other questions in the chat. I don't see any other comments. Mark, why don't we go ahead and finish with you talking about where people can find you on social media, and if you have anything coming up that you might want to brag about.
I have nothing going on that I'm going to brag about, other than it's just me. It's just me. I'm just here, And if something comes up, I'll tell you. But you can find me on Instagram. How do you look me up on that? Just put in my name, and
they can type your name or your handle either way.
All right, do both, sure.
Okay. Well, Mark Silverman, or and I don't remember the one you have for Instagram. It's Kong something. I don't remember.
I
What
think
is
it was
it?
King Kong 1976.
Is that it? Does that sound right, Mark?
I'm looking him up right now.
So am I.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
King
go.
Kong
King Kong.
1976 man.
Man,
Yep.
yes. All one word,
It
yeah.
doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, King Kong 1976, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're right.
So, really quick, Gary does say, I go occasionally to the parks, but lately warming on some Walt skits near home. Warming on some Walt
Nice.
skits. Maybe
Like,
working?
maybe
I don't
warming
know.
up to, or
Working.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. It's
Working.
okay.
Nice.
All right, but good to know he still goes. So
Good job,
anyway,
Gary.
Yeah.
definitely. Mark, I'm so glad that I did live in California at the time because I got to go to MouseCon Bakersfield, meet you, and a few years later, have you on our show and have such a wonderful time recanting your memories, your stories, your voices. Thank you so much for being here. It was a true pleasure.
That was fun, all of you.
Anybody want to say anything final before we take off?
thank you for doing so many voices, Mark. That was such a treat. We don't get that often on this show. Like, can truly tell you have a passion for what you are naturally amazing
Thanks
at.
for pointing that out, Leah. I like it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's nice to meet, connect the face to a voice that on a ride that I think we've all been on, or 4 out of 5 of us have been on. So
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Right,
true.
true.
Full disclosure, Mark, we're talking about Leia. She's never been to a Disney park before, so we're taking her this October for her very first time.
Yep.
All right.
Yes. It's exciting. We're all going to be there, hopefully. I
But
think
it
we're
will
all
be
going to
Sans Tower of Terror.
It will be Sans Tower of Terror, but it will be plus everything else, and it's going to be magic. We're going to love it. All right. Mark, thanks again for being on the show. Take care of yourself. And if you are ever interested in coming back and doing this again and just being maybe like a special guest for one of our random episodes on something else where you might be an authority, like maybe a wild card on King Kong, who knows?
All right. Yeah, you think about it. Get back to me, sure.
We got the toys.
Okay.
Definitely. We got the toys.
I got my Kong equivalent.
Right. And we got the Tower of Terror plushie. Yes.
All that.
The murder pillow.
The murder pillow.
All right. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Tune in next Tuesday for another wonderful episode of Main Gate Magic. Be well. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another fun-filled episode of Main Gate Magic. We hope you enjoyed the show. It's been our pleasure bringing a little Disney magic into your life. Please remain seated while the show comes to a complete stop, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. For more information about upcoming episodes, please make sure to follow, like, and subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. You are now free to exit the show. Please watch your step, and be sure to tune in next week for more Main Gate Magic. Bye-bye.